All right, welcome back. It is another React video. It's been a while since I've done this, but to be fair, it's been a little while since Star Citizen have been putting out, or CIG have been putting out new content for the channel that's React worthy, I guess. So this is Behind the Ships, RSI Salvation. I know zilch about this. IAE has just started as of recording, and I know it's a new starter ship. That's all I know. I don't know actually what it is. I'm assuming it's salvage. I've seen a picture when I was looking at the paints. So I don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. See what the Salvation about. Is it going to be a good starter package, or is it just going to be another useless ship that kind of like the Fortune? The Fortune has its uses. I'll give you that. There's a few circumstances where you'd pick a Fortune over a Vulture, but mainly it's due to size, like fitting in the back of a Polaris or an Odyssey, so you can take it out mining. Other than that, you would always take a Vulture, in my opinion. So let's see what this is all about. I know it's a starter ship, so I know, but let's go.
Starter ships are important because they are the entryway into a career that you may not necessarily have thought you want to play. So having them be this low-cost entry point allows you to try more game loops and gameplay styles.
Fair.
Starter ships are also important to have a sense of progression through the ship lineup. You need that entry point and then progressions into more advanced and expansive ships throughout that universe.
Nice.
We're proud to introduce the entry-level salvage ship, the RSI Salvation.
Okay, there it is. Weird little square block dude. I like it, but I also don't. It's a very, such a weird shape.
The RSI Salvation is a new salvage starter from the manufacturer RSI. It's the first ship off the production line for that profession in the game.
The Salvation is for those players who want to get into the salvage career, or those who are sort of being curious about it but wanted an easy.
Do you think they've kind of released this to prep for the Arastra? Because they must have started work on the Arastra, I assume. Even if it's just a few of the components, and obviously they've got all the RSI building blocks now, or they've done like the Zeus recently and such. So you would imagine that this is probably, maybe this will be detachable from the Arastra when they bring out the Arastra. I know it hasn't been announced as that, but that'd be pretty cool if it was like a shuttle, or not a shuttle. What's the word I'm thinking of? Similar to the what's on the Constellation, the P-52 snub. Like maybe it's like a little snub salvage ship that you can take out. Would be pretty cool. I don't know what you should have. We'll find out, but that would be cool. I don't know. Just food for thought. What is wrong with the textures on this, by the way? That looks wonky as heck. It's a big square block. Is that a Carrack with its wings blown off? I actually don't know what ship that is looking at it.
Way into that loop. This allows you to access the new RMC and salvage changes very easily.
RSI Salvation is a beautiful compact solo ship.
Definitely a good way of getting your foot in the door if you want to do a bit of salvaging.
Yeah,
but you don't want a big
SCU
boy
can
like
you
the
carry?
Reclaimer because it's way too big and you need lots of people. Or you want a bit more reliability than the Vulture because it's Drake. Drake's not reliable. I love Drake, but it's not.
It's a very small purpose-built ship. We wanted it to look strong,
Visibility is nice,
but quite stubby. It was a balance between making it feel industrial, feel functional, and strong.
Yeah, they nailed that, to be fair.
So when you first look
literally
at it,
looks like a
the
block.
first thing you're going to notice is these structural elements that are like an external roll cage that wrap around either side of the ship, and they're kind of cocooning all the functional bits. On either side, we've got these fins that open up, so when you go into salvage mode, there's like somewhere for it to like release its energy, release its heat that it's not needing.
Nice.
And you've got a big tank that processes all the material to then squish it into the crates.
Cool.
It's a single-seater, you get in through the front of it.
Where are the crates
you
going?
deploy your salvage arms and they just pop out either side of you. You get great visibility of both what you're trying to salvage, but also the mechanisms that are doing the salvaging for you.
Salvage generally starts with the scraping of the hull, and the Salvation comes with a pair of bespoke
Are you about to
salvage
fracture
scrapers.
stuff?
And then there's little grills on those arms which do the fracturing.
Cool,
And
nice.
inside of those arms you've got the bit that does the fracturing and the disintegrating.
Cool.
We wanted the player to know kind of what modes they're in. So when you're in scraping mode or fracturing
look at the back,
mode,
there you go.
we've got the
So you get the SCU. It looks like maybe you can fit one SCU boxes, and then maybe I'm assuming it'll be a buffer of 3 to make it make sense. You'd be able to carry 6.
These beams and glows down either side just to let you know what's going on. And then round the rear of the ship, it's all dedicated to the salvage space.
Oh wow, it's a lot bigger than I thought. Okay.
Once you've scraped the hull, you can then fracture the hull, and the salvage has a built-in auto loader which provides the crates of the goods and then exports them onto the exterior of the ship.
It's a 6 SCU grid.
And then exports auto loader which provides the crates of the goods and then exports them onto the loader.
Oh, so it actually does it all
provides
automatically.
the
That is
crates of
great.
The goods and then
I was going to
exports
say
them
how you're
onto
supposed to
the
do
exterior
that.
of the ship.
It's
Fortune style, I
6
love it.
SCU
Thank
grid
God.
at the rear, and that just
They
holds.
really need to give the Vulture a bit of TLC, don't they? They should really add that auto loading to the Vulture, I think. It's not a multi-crew ship. It's got 1 bed, 1 pilot seat. It's a single-use solo ship, the Vulture. There's no reason to have you forced to press the button to extract everything out. I know you can automatically have it pop out. It should really do what this does, where it automatically moves to the end of the crate. I do think they should just add rails on the Vulture's cargo bay area, or RMC bay area, and it just goes and just tracks along, and it just fills up automatically. Obviously, the difficulty with the Vulture is it stacks. You can stack one on top of the other. I don't think they'll be able to do that automatically, so that's always going to be somewhat manual. But you should at least get the first bottom layer out automatically, and then you should be able to manually push it up, and then it backfills. I don't know. Just feels like that. I know it's Drake. It just feels like every other salvage ship they've made since seems to have it as a bit of an afterthought of like, oh, we should have done that in the first place. So it feels a bit like the Vulture needs a bit of love. But that's really cool. Really like this. It can carry a lot more than I thought. So what is that? Is it 6? How many can be in the buffer at once? Because if that's 6, then it's 12. Then it's double what I initially thought you'd be able to carry, which is half of the Vulture. It's pretty good for an entry ship. I mean, it depends how much RMC is worth, but if you had loads of these, like a crew of 10 people with 10 of these, just jipping in and out, they look tiny. You could probably fit, I want to say like 10 of these, maybe like 8 side by side, and even in a Polaris's hangar. So in a Canidris, you could fit like 50 of these. How cool would it be to have a whole crew just like little drones going out, doing the scraping and coming back? Would be really cool. Yeah, I mean, it's in IAE, right? It's out now. This ship is out now at IAE. It's RSI Day, so go try it. I'm going to be streaming live on my main channel, GFA Plays, which is linked to this one right now as a collaboration. So make sure to head over there and subscribe to watch videos and streams. That's my main channel, but I will be doing a stream, and I'll get a bunch of people. We'll probably grab a bunch of these and put them into like a big ship. Although the Perseus is going to get most of our time, let's be honest. But this is cool. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm yabbering.
It's your individual containers of salvage material.
It comes with 2 weapons to protect you in your missions.
Size ones?
It also has a weapon rack and utility rack.
Nice.
So you will
This is
be
a really
ready
cool
for
starter ship.
any threats in your job.
Oh, that was cool. That's
You
got
will
to be a
be ready
location now,
for
right? Is that on
any
Daymar?
threats
It's like a
in your
downed
utility rack.
Starfarer.
So you will
Looks
be
great.
ready for any threats
I've never seen that.
in your job.
The paints are very pretty. RSI is a lot more refined in its style. It wants you to feel more luxurious with doing mundane, different tasks. So they took an industrial role and they went, hey, let's make it look cool.
Yeah, fair. I
It's
like the paints.
Very
I
built
think
for
I'd stick with
function.
stock though, personally.
You simply just get in it, go do the salvage mission. There's no onboard amenities like a bed. You do the salvage and then you come back.
It's a snob salvager. Similar to the Fortune, in my opinion.
Very happy with how the Salvation turned out. It's a lot of ship in a small package.
It
It really
treads that
sounded like John
line
Crew just said
between
it's a lot of
being-
shit in a small
So-
package.
Very happy with how the Salvation turned out. It's a lot of ship in a small package.
It's a lot of shit in a small package.
Treads that line.
I might make that the
between
title of the
being-
video.
It feels strong, it feels tough, it's still quite cute. At least in my opinion, it's quite cute. I think it's like a nice little ship.
I really like this shape because
Obviously, I know he said a lot of ship in a small
pay
package,
lots
just how
of
it sounded.
time to create lots of detail on it. So yeah, I really like this shape. This is my best job. For now.
Now, good work. It looks great.
He just looks
It's
like
cool.
a little disc that wants to hug you. with his little arms.
It kind of does actually, little arms. It's an ugly looking ship, let's be honest, but it's cool. It's got that kind of intrepid vibe of like the ugly duckling. Give Salvage a hug. Nice. Well, pretty good, I have to say. As a starter ship, absolutely would consider one of these. Completely depends on your gameplay loop that you want to get into. If you think about buying into Star Citizen, by the way, which would be a really weird video for an entry-level viewer to go and buy off the back of, but please do use my referral code. You get some free goodies. I think it's 50,000 AUEC. I get some free goodies as a referral reward. Everybody wins, nobody loses. This is a cool ship to consider. That's it. That's the end of the reaction video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is pretty cool. Let me know what you think about the Salvation. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Make sure to subscribe over on my main channel, and I'll see you over there for a live stream during IAE. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.